Hello world! Today I'm coming to you from Mayapur in Nadia, West Bengal, India. In the 1970s, this humble grass hut that you see behind me was the very first structure on this land. It was a residence, it was a temple, and since that time, more than 50 years ago, an incredible network of buildings has sprung up around it. We talk a lot about the development and modernization of India, but it's also fascinating to see the modernization and development of India's holy sites. So today I'm going to show you how this grass hut that started this project more than 50 years ago is now being transformed into this mega temple structure. I'm going to explore that temple, see how it's progressing, and see how it's changed the landscape in a place that once was, not that long ago, a small village. It is almost impossible to overstate how large this new structure is. It is truly massive. Honestly, it took me a little aback at first, just for the sheer scale of the building. It does look like it's going to be incredibly beautiful, and it does look like it's going to dominate the landscape for many miles and many years to come. So I'm very interested to see inside. Now, perhaps quite obviously, over the course of 50 years, the jump did not go straight from a grass hut to mega temple. In the interim, there have been many other structures built, including that which is behind me, which is the current temple room. But as you can see, even it is dwarfed by the massive white marble, blue-topped temple structure that we're about to go and explore. As you can see, I'm clearly not the only one interested in seeing this temple of the Vedic Planetarium. Tours are actually run several times a day, both in English and in Hindi. I feel like they must also run it in Bengali at other times, but our particular group is English and Hindi.
Only the dam will be existing in the Kaliuga, that is Mayapur Dam.
Construction on the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium started in 2009, so it's been ongoing for more than 15 years, but they are hoping to finish in the next few years. So I believe we're now going to enter the temple room floor. This is an active construction site in here, and they're definitely at work trying to get this done.
Complete sound proof. Thousands of people will stay there, take chanting, do the chanting, so the absorption of the sound will be there. That's why we are having this kind of technology.
So all of this paneling that you're seeing above me on the ceiling is actually soundproofing, because they're anticipating millions of visitors, and the sound of that vibration from their singing and dancing and playing instruments will obviously be incredibly loud, especially through such a large-scale space. So you can see the soundproofing is, extends for maybe 10 meters or something. It's really, there's a lot of it. So behind me is the most completed section of the temple, the Narsimha wing. The deity is not installed there yet because obviously the rest of the temple is not completed. But you can see here you've got a far more complete picture of what the finished product is going to look like. As incredible as the scale appeared from the exterior of the building, from the interior, the scale is more epic again. I mean, obviously right now, you're still looking at a lot of exposed concrete, but looking at that mostly finished wing there, you get some ability to envision what will be, but on an even greater scale. I had wondered if there were going to be elevators, and behind me I have the answer to that question. On both sides, there will be elevators for those people with mobility issues.
All those 15 planets is going to be round. To give a rounding so that can be related like all the planets are revolving.
The reason that this is called the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium is because it is actually going to be a planetarium showing the Vedic depiction of the universe. So apparently this display of the planets is actually going to be in motion. You're going to see how the planets are moving around. And I know for a fact that they have astrophysicists involved, that they have top scientists involved in putting it together. So a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of faith being put into this project. So behind me you can see this absolutely awe-inspiring, somewhat cavernous space. The three domes you see there are going to be their altar where the deities will be. Fortunately they have quite large scale in physical form deities here, so they will still be visible even within the massive scope of this structure and the space that needs to be filled here. Certainly the amount of materials and workmanship that's going to be required to finish something on this scale is hard for me to even comprehend. But there's a lot of people working tirelessly at it, so I look forward to coming back one day and seeing the finished product, hopefully sooner rather than later. The area behind me, which obviously looks like a lot of rubble and a lot of construction material right now, the plan here is to make this all beautiful gardens. So as well as this massive structure, there will be green space. It's a little hard to envision right now, but this is where it will be, covered in flowers, grass, seating, a beautiful green space. Our small tour group has been joined by many other small groups. We are now a very large group of people exploring the temple. So I don't think you can quite see it from this angle, but in this direction is that small grass hut that was the very first structure some 50 years ago. Behind me on the other side is a structure that's about 30 years old that was previously by far the largest structure in the area. And now this is far and away the largest structure in this whole area in what was once a small village and is now definitely something more. And so it's fascinating to see what 50 years can bring in a place, and fascinating to imagine how we will reflect on these buildings, on these structures in 50 years. Well, whoever's still around then anyway.
So whenever the donations are coming in, we will deploy the manpower. Accordingly, the workforce will be deployed, and the workforce will keep moving.
What is the, like, if you had to say how completed it is, what percentage completed is the main structure?
60% we are almost completed. 60 to 65% we are almost completed. Now the main thing is the interiors has to be completed.
We are now in the finished interiors of the priest level, the pujari level. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of light, so forgive me for the minimal lighting here. So you can see the standards to make sure we fix everything and finish everything. It's nice to see the part of the building that is completed. So on this floor, the frame is about 70 rooms. In here they're going to make flower garlands, which are what they offer to the deities. They're going to have 5 different kitchens for various kinds of preparations. Rooms for the jewelry, rooms for the clothing, so many different rooms, 70 different rooms just on this floor, filled with the different things that they need to care for God within this temple. Obviously it's going to be finished at an even higher standard, more opulence on the other levels, because this is just the practical part of the temple. But it's still nice to see something that's in its completed state. And that's it, the tour is over. If you find yourself in Mayapur, Nadia, West Bengal, India, do come along and have a tour of the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. It really is fascinating. They run English tours at 11 and 4 every day. And if you feel so inclined, you can leave a donation. But it really was quite an impressive project to see. I think that there will be mixed feelings about whether the grass hut or the grand temple is the greater achievement. But either way, really something remarkable to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Never forget, the world is wide enough for all of us.